girl alone. I'll be home in a half hour, 45 minutes. Daniel sighed dramatically. Tell Ash I said she's too old for this shit. Roman hung up. He checked the GPS, blood red for the next 3 miles. The app indicated an accident. He pressed his fingers to his eyes. The air conditioning in his 2007 Accord was spotty, blowing cold out of one vent, hot out of the other 3. They'd paid $600 to have it fixed 2 years ago, and he wasn't going to do that again. He inched forward, surrounded by city couples and families with kids and dogs in their rented smart cars, mountain bikes, or kayaks attached to the roof racks. They were all headed out to enjoy their summer weekend in the mountains or on the river. They were smiling. At least some of them were. He felt like ass, but looking at those weekenders, Roman Grady decided that he was going to do his best to enjoy his family this weekend too. Tonight was the monthly town-sponsored outdoor movie. They'd all go with a picnic. They'd watch the fireworks and carry Mason home to bed, asleep. He texted Ashley. You up? Call Daniel. He added a goofy face emoji. Ashley had been prickly and distracted lately, and instead of allowing her the space to work out whatever needed working out, he'd used it as an excuse to be exasperated. On Thursday night, he picked a fight while she put the dishes in the dishwasher and he prepped coffee for the morning. Did you forget to get half and half? He knew she had. It wasn't in the fridge. Was it on the list? Ashley was in charge of grocery shopping, which had been challenging lately because her car was acting up. I don't know, he said, though probably he'd forgotten to add it to the little notepad on the counter. You have to put it on the list. You didn't see we were out? I don't drink half and half. Yeah, but you look in the fridge. Ashley said nothing, which enraged him. He'd lived with this woman for years, and she knew he drank his coffee with half and half every morning, but she couldn't be bothered to check if there was a carton in the refrigerator door before she went shopping. She checked for Mason's snacks. She checked for Tara's tea. She checked for John's fucking energy drinks. His heart withered in his chest as he thought about her disregard. She doesn't see me. She doesn't know me. She doesn't love me. I'm going to bed, she said. I'm just saying that it would be great if you remembered what I like to drink. And if I forget to put it on the list, when you pass it in the store, you could pick it up. She met his eyes. Roman was ready to have it out. He was ready to defend his grievance. But all she said was, okay. Thinking about it now, he cringed. He'd been an asshole. He would apologize and he would make it up to her. As the traffic cleared and he passed the Bear Mountain Bridge, headed up the mountain, he felt ready to make real changes. Connor was hammering at the roof when Roman finally got home. Classic rock trickled weakly down from a speaker balanced on the gutter. Roman's grandparents had bought the circa 1875 house in the 1980s, paid it off, and when they died, in a car accident when Roman was 7, Tara inherited it. After Roman left for college, his mom had taken out a home equity loan and created a suite on the first floor to use as an Airbnb. But she should have spent the money shoring up the house. 2 weeks ago, the ceiling in the suite collapsed, and his mom had to refund $800 to the couple who'd had it booked in order to save her superhost designation. Tara's fiancé, John, was in charge of fixing the ceiling and the leak that had felled it in time for the mother-daughter pair who were scheduled to arrive next weekend. John was a handyman. He'd worked construction crews in his 20s and 30s, and after his divorce, started picking up freelance jobs. John could do everything from carpentry to HVAC to tile, but he'd had to enlist his friend Connor for a couple days while he finished a job for a client up in New Paltz. Roman parked along the curb. With Connor's tools and the detritus he'd dropped spread across the lawn, their house showed its age. The porch needed sweeping, the hanging flower needed water, the shutters needed straightening, and the whole thing needed paint. Ashley's PT